Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time seeing my face, my name is Malachi, aka Mally Boy, aka Mal, aka that bitch 100% of the time. And I am back with another video. Before we even get into anything, first of all, I just want to say I have been receiving so much support and so much love in the comments on my previous videos and stuff like that. And I just want to take a moment and just say thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for just watching and just liking the videos and subscribing to my channel. Guys, I know I said by the end of this month, I want to be at 100 subscribers. And I'm not going to lie to you, at first I was like, is it possible? And then I just started to really pray on it. And I really think it's possible. Like, we jumped drastically from where we started to where we are now. We've jumped very drastically. Like, the numbers have been numbering. They've been numbering. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching and all the support. It really means a lot to me. I'm not trying to get sentimental, and I know I say that every fucking video, it means a lot to me, but it truly does mean a lot to me. It truly does make me very happy to see the work that I'm putting in. It's starting to pay off, and I just want to keep going, and I just want to keep dropping bangers. I want to keep dropping content that I know that you guys are going to enjoy. So yeah, I just really appreciate it, and I love you guys so much. So yeah, just remember that. Anyways, if you guys haven't already, subscribe to my channel. What are you waiting for? Why are we not subscribed? Why are y'all watching my videos but you aren't subscribed to my channel? It takes nothing to subscribe. It doesn't cost you any money. You don't lose any money. You just support a bad bitch. You know what I mean? Just support a pretty bitch at the end of the day. So, if you want to hit that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Just subscribe to my channel, join my little family, join the pretty bitch clan at the end of the day, because that's what we all are. Everybody that follows me and that subscribes to me, I already know you bitches are bad. I already know you bitches are tens. I already know you bitches are on business and standing on business. So yeah, just make sure you subscribe to my channel, and also press that bell notification so you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. Without further ado, let's get into this video. Hello. This video is a story time, and I know you guys love my story times, so I thought this story time is low-key crazy. This is the time that I swallowed and it tasted like battery acid. I'm sorry. I know what y'all are thinking, wow, that was a lot. I know, I'm not really, when it comes to that, y'all are gonna understand. Y'all are gonna understand everything. So we're gonna get into it. So I wanna say this happened about 2 years ago? Like 2 years ago, I would say it happened 2 years ago. So there was this boy, me and him were, I wouldn't say we were talking, because we weren't really talking at the time. I just kind of knew of him, and we knew of each other, and we followed each other on Instagram. So it was kind of we just kind of knew each other from there. We're gonna call this boy, let's call him Marcus. Let's call him Marcus. Why not? Let's call him Marcus. So me and Marcus were cool. We've been cool. We've been cordial. We've been texting each other back and forth on Instagram. I've peeped that Marcus liked my stories a few times, and I know he's peeped that I liked his story a few times, and whatever, right? So one day, Marcus had texted me, and he was like, yo, you know how niggas be. They just hit you with that one reply, and I was like, what am I guess I'll say hi back, type vibe. Because at the time, I really wasn't trying to fuck around with anybody. I wasn't really trying to do anything. So it was just kind of every time that a guy hit me up or something like that, it just made me really disgusted. So yeah. So anyways, I texted back and I was like, hey, then we started chatting a little bit here and there. And he had asked, oh, is it okay if I grab your number so we could text and whatnot? No. Rule number one with me, if you're not trying to be a boyfriend, or if you're not trying to be something of that nature, my boyfriend or my man, I'm not giving you my number. Secondly, I wasn't on that type of timing at the time. Like I said, I wasn't really looking for anything serious. I wasn't looking for anybody to fool around with or anything like that. So why in the fuck would I give you my number in the first place? I'd have been cool if you would ask me for like, you know, like Snapchat, something like that. Like one of those apps, because like I said, like I wasn't serious about dating him. I wasn't serious about talking to him for real. Like it was more just like, he's cute, like I'll entertain it, you know, because I was kind of like still kind of in the mindset of ew, boys fucking disgust me, and transferring that into, okay, maybe you deserve to kind of like have some fun. So, you know, me and Marcus started talking a lot more. Like I told him, no, like we can just text on here on DMs, and he was like, okay, cool, like whatever, good, because that's all you were gonna get anyway, was just DMs. But anyway, so we started talking and texting a lot more. And one day he had asked me, he was like, hey, like, what are you doing tonight? Like, I would love to see you and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? I'm free. So yeah, like, where are you at? Where are you located? And we can like plan something or whatever. And he was like, well, what are you doing tonight? And I was like, nothing. Like, let's chill. Like, where are you at? And he was like, I am, where he lives is like probably like 10 minutes from me. So I was like, okay, like he's relatively close. And he was like, I'll come pick you up. Now you got me, bitch. Now you got me. Because I'm the type of bitch, I'm a passenger princess at the end of the day. So if you want me in your car, or if you want me to do anything with you, cool. Like, don't get me wrong, I would have no issue getting there myself, but you know, I'm a bougie hoe. And especially when it comes to these dudes, best believe I'm not going to be going out of my way to go drive to go see a nigga. That's not my nigga, if that makes sense. So that was the kind of mindset that I had at the time. So whoop whoop, he comes, he picks me up, and I'm like, okay, like cool, like whatever. So, you know, I wore like just, you know, like some chill shit. Like it was like, I think I wore like some jeans and a hoodie. It was like when it was cold. So, you know, like I was like, okay, like I can't come out like it's not hot like that. So I was like, and plus like I'm not on that type of timing with him. So I was like, I don't need to look cute. I don't need to look extra or anything like that. I just rolled out, put some jeans on, put a hoodie on, put my glasses on, was ready to go. So I get in the car. He's like, yeah, like what's up with you? I was like, hey, and he was like, oh, you smell good. That is like the biggest compliment that anybody could ever give me. Is like, besides telling me that I'm pretty or that I look good, if you tell me I smell good, like that's immediate like green flags for me, because I'm like, I like love to take care of my body. I love to make myself smell good. Like even my friends know, like I don't walk out the house without smelling good. Like there's not a chance in hell that I'm gonna walk around sweaty, musty, any of that. I smell good at all times, because that's just, it makes me feel better about myself. When I walk out places and I smell good, I feel more confident. That's just how I feel. I feel like that's how everybody feels, but biggest compliment that you can give me is tell me I smell good, outside of telling me that I'm pretty or I look good, you know? So I was like, oh, thank you, you know, like kind of blushing a little bit, because I was like, okay, like, what's that? Like, wait. So then he was like, are you hungry? And I was like, I'm not really like hungry like that, but I could like snack on something. He was like, oh, okay, like let's go get something to snack on. So we went to Chick-fil-A, and we got some Chick-fil-A fries and whatever. Like I only got Chick-fil-A fries because I wasn't like hella hungry like that. And at first I was a little like hesitant on this, because first of all, when we get to Chick-fil-A, this man is like, he's ordering, right? He's ordering his whole food, right? And he's like, oh, do you want something? And I was like, oh yeah, I'll just get like a fry or something like that. And he was like, oh, okay, like you're gonna pay for that? Did you want me to pay for that? And he was like, no, I was just joking with you. And I was like, okay, like I have no problem paying for myself, but it was like, just sir. Anyways, we're getting sidetracked. So boom, we went to Chick-fil-A, we got our Chick-fil-A and whatever. We're in the car, we're just chatting, we're just talking. We're parked in like some parking lot that nobody's at. It's like 9 o'clock at night, nobody's here. So nobody's at this parking lot where we were parked at. So we're sitting there, we're talking, we're chilling. And he then proceeds to ask me, like, after we're done eating and stuff like that, he's like, okay, so like, tell me more about you. Like, what are you looking for? Like, and all that stuff. And I was like, well, I'm not really in a good mental place where I can date somebody right now, or even that for the matter of the fact, deal with a man right now. I feel like I just have a lot of self-work and a lot of growth that I need to do within myself before I try to give myself to somebody else again. And he was like, oh wow, like I really respect that. Like that's cool of you to be like that. That's cool that you're working on yourself and you're doing things for you and stuff like that. I said, yeah, because I'm so used to doing things for other people, and it takes away from pouring into my own cup. I realized that a lot about myself is I pour so much into other people's cup that I'm taking away from my cup. So at the end of the day, I had to realize, okay, you know what? We gotta 360 this bitch real fucking quick. So you know what? He was really like surprised and shocked by the way that I carry myself, because normally like he kind of told me he was used to like guys like just, you know, throwing themselves at him and like kind of like just doing like whatever he tells them to do and stuff like that. With me, I more like have boundaries and I have more self-respect for myself, and I am not the type of person who's just gonna fuck on anybody. That's just not my type of vibe. That's not my type of thing. If that's what y'all do, that's what y'all do, but unfortunately that's not what a pretty bitch like me is gonna do at the end of the day. So we're sitting there, we're just chatting, we're talking, and then he starts like rubbing on my leg, and he's like just like talking to me while he's rubbing on my leg, and I'm like, okay, like, you know, it's minimal contact. I don't care about that, you know what I mean? So then he starts looking at me and he's like, you just really smell good. Still rubbing on me, still touching on me, right? And I'm like, thank you, like I appreciate it. And at this point, I know like he's trying to try something. He's trying to just see like what my temperature is giving. And it just wasn't giving that right then and there. It just wasn't giving that. So then, you know, he was like, is it okay if like we kiss? And I was like, I mean, I really don't just like kiss strangers, but you know what? Like, you seem like cool people. You seem like you look like, I already knew he was clean because baby, I don't link with nobody that isn't clean. That's just the type of shit I be on, like, baby. So I already knew he was clean. So I was like, okay, like whatever. So we started making out and whatever. And it's like an intense like make out. Like I'm talking like he's grabbing like my throat and kissing me. He's like, if y'all know, but I'm pretty sure I've explained this in another video. That is like my biggest turn on when it comes to kissing, is like when I'm like kissing somebody and they grab my neck and they're like kissing me, sends me into a frenzy, makes me demon time, activated immediately. So at that point I was like, you know what? He was like, bro, I'm rock solid. I gotta remember where I'm at. So he's like, I'm rock solid. Like he's like telling me that. I'm like, okay. So then we're still kissing, and then I kind of just like, you know, undid his pants, right? And I'm like, I'm doing my little, I'm touching on things. I'm touching on eggplants while I'm kissing him, you know, grown people shit, right? Then he looks at me and we stop kissing. He's looking at me and he's like, can you just suck it? Like, just a little bit. And I'm like, okay. So, you know, I'm doing my little thing. And if y'all don't know, y'all should know. I don't need to speak, but for those who know, you know. I'm sorry. Okay. So yeah. So I'm doing my thing and he's enjoying himself as he motherfucking should be. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Doesn't give me the warning. Doesn't give me a heads up, nothing like that. Shoots in my mouth, right? Immediately in my mouth. Normally, I wouldn't care that much and I'd be like, okay, like whatever. Because, you know, like at the end of the day, like, I don't really be doing that kind of stuff with just anybody, like I said, but I would have been annoyed, but I would have been like, okay, like whatever, like, I don't care. But this time I cared. And let me explain to you why I cared. When it shot into my mouth, I immediately gagged. Like y'all, I kid you not, I immediately gagged. I wanted to throw the fuck up because there's no way that happened to me. And I'm sitting there and I'm just looking and I'm just like, And he's like, are you gonna swallow it? And I immediately roll the window down and I spit it out of my mouth. And he looks at me and he goes, why did you do that? I don't know how to express this to somebody in a nice way. So I literally told him, that shit tasted horrible. Like horrible. And he literally looks at me. He was all like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, I've never had this problem. And I said, I don't know what type of bitches you be fucking on. I don't know what type of bitches you be letting suck on you. But baby, that was not it. It tasted disgusting. I wanted to gag. I wanted to throw up. I wanted to punch him in the mouth. Because first of all, one, why does your shit taste like that? That's number one. You need to be put on a diet. Like a very strict diet. A very strict, balanced, healthy diet. Because there's no fucking way that your shit tasted like that. And you talking about I've never had this problem before. Because I refuse to believe that you've never had this problem before. That's number one. Two, you didn't give me no fucking warning that you were about to shoot in my mouth. You just automatically assumed that I was going to be okay with you shooting in my mouth. No, I'm not okay with that, sir. What in the fuck do you think this is? This isn't fucking a brothel. Bitch, what? I have standards. You're not just going to shoot in my mouth and think this shit is okay. So I'm sitting there and I'm telling him, I'm like, maybe I like gave him a full list of shit that he needs to like eat. I told him that he needs to start eating his fruits. He needs to start eating his vegetables. He needs to cut out a lot of unhealthy shit because baby, that shit, when I tell you it tasted awful, it tasted awful. Like literally, ugh, I'm gagging. Literally, like thinking about it makes me want to throw up. Anyways, so he's driving me back home because I was like, yeah, this is not, no. So driving back home, back to my house, on the way there, he's sitting there looking at me and I'm like, yes. And he's like, what did it taste like to you? Like, I've never had this problem. I promise you I never did. Babe, if I had to tell you, it tasted like battery acid. And he's like, what does that even fucking taste like? It just tasted wrong. All types of wrong. Don't get me wrong. I know what good tastes like. I should know because story for another day. But I should know what good nut tastes like. Ooh. I shouldn't say that word on here. I should know what good sauce tastes like. Sorry. Forget YouTube. My bad. Don't take me down. I'm sorry. So I'm sitting there, I'm looking at him, I'm like, yeah, your sauce tasted like battery acid. Like it was really wrong and it was really bad. I think that shot like his ego like so bad because he was dead silent the rest of the ride home. We get back to my house and I started unbuckling my seatbelt and he's like, wait. And I'm like, yeah? He's like, you're not trying to fuck? If I'm being honest with you, sir, I'm not gonna fuck you, especially knowing that your sauce tastes like battery acid. I'm okay, because I just feel like that just means that the sex is gonna be very mediocre. And I don't really want to just give my good to just anybody. So, you know, I'm okay. So I looked at him and I told him, no, I'm okay. You'll have a great night though. And I got out of my car and I got out of his car. Walked to my front door. He literally was still outside my house, texting me, telling me to come back out, telling me to come back outside. Oh my God. I literally was like, bro, this is not happening to me. So I literally told him, please go. Like, we can hang out tomorrow or something. Like, I'm telling him anything and everything, like, just leave my house in my area. So he ends up leaving. I blocked him. Because I'm not going to deal with that. I'm not going to do that. That's just, no. I'm okay. I'll pass. But yeah, that's the time that I swallowed some sauce and it tasted like battery acid. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I love the sport. I love just everything that I'm doing for my channel. I'm just working really hard. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. please subscribe. Like, please. Like, if you're not gonna like it, and if you're not gonna leave a comment, at least the least that you could fucking do is fucking subscribe. And if you're not gonna fucking subscribe, fucking like. And if you're not gonna fucking like, fucking comment. Just do something, because you're watching it. So just do something. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Anyways, I'll see you guys next week. Yeah, next week. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Bye.